I just remember coming in with my dad. I think it was an evening training session. Trained up on pitch 7, which is no longer available. And I was just a bit nervous. I was nervous. Didn't know anyone. But as the weeks went on, just got to know everyone, and I settled in really well. Yeah, I'm over the moon. Knowing that I've been here for such a long time, and obviously for them to reward me with a new contract, I can't believe it. I'm really happy. I was buzzing. Obviously I had a little bit of nerves, but I was actually buzzing for the match. Couldn't believe I was actually starting, but yeah, there was only buzz.
Yeah, I mean, Ezri's one of those ones where you always sort of knew that he was going to go and get into our first team, and the type of player that he is, I said he fits the mould of now being a centre back and obviously playing in the central midfield area. But first came across Ezri when I was doing under 16s. He came up in the latter part of the season as an under 15 and made him captain, just because he's got that personality about him. He's one of those guys that never shuts up. I think people can tell you that, but he's got that will to win, is what we always say at the academy. That's what we want our players to have. But I think he's just grown within the last 3 years.
I was playing for a team called Senrab FC, and I got scouted by Bert Dawkins, who's not here no more. But yeah, I came here, was on trial for about 6 weeks, and got told I was getting signed.
First started working with Ezri when he was sort of 11, 12. And he was part of the first ever group that went into our Harris full-time programme. I think it's the main reason why you do the job. We pride ourselves as an academy taking care of all our lads, and it's especially true when you see them develop into young adults, young men, and ultimately professional footballers for Charlton.
I mean, it's a big inspiration, not just for me, but for everyone else who's playing at the academy, just to see people who were here playing at the academy that have now stepped on into the first team. It's a big inspiration for everyone. The likes of Chris Solly, who's been here for a really long time, he went into the first team when he was young as well, so I really looked up to him since I've joined here.
Yes, it is great news that once again we've secured one of our younger players for the longer term. And a good example once again in terms of the pathway that is evident here for our young players to progress through to the first team, and that's very much part of our model here. My objective and others' objective here is clearly to produce players for the first team. The pathway is there. We've got a manager that clearly wants to give them that opportunity if they're good enough, and yes, it does provide that example to others to follow.
I knew of him. A lot of people spoke about him. Putting him in centre midfield, I think was one of his best positions, and then obviously he can also play centre back as well, which he's shown over recent weeks. So he's an outstanding talent, and one that we're really thankful that we're working with. And another one for Steve Avery to take a bow at. But he's worked extremely hard with him. I've only worked with him for 6 months now, but the time I've worked with him, he's certainly been a credit to the club, and he's a credit to himself and his family. And
it means everything to me. It just shows that hard work really does pay off.